Welcome to another edition of the Titusville Report on Brevard News, your home for real news in Brevard County. My name is Kevin Jeffrey. Be sure to like our podcast and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and TikTok. And joining us again today, as always, is our contributing reporter, Christopher Childs, and as always, our investigative reporter, Stell Bailey. You had the People's Ball and Bobby Williams. Okay, he's got my vote for governor. I just think that here's a guy that understands the people, and he's not political in the sense that many of your politicians are, and really probably the more conservative person that is running for office. What did you guys think?
I think he has a good message. I think he seems like a good man, and he's definitely liked by people. He seems like one of the regular people. You know, he's definitely not an establishment guy. Yeah, I think he said he's a third generation Floridian, and he's seen Florida go from what it was when he was a kid to what it is now, and he really misses a lot of that stuff, and he knows what Florida's gone through, and I think he knows the challenges that are ahead, and I think he definitely has the skill set to do something about it. So
yeah, a big discussion that we had with him was how they intentionally don't give grassroots candidates media attention, and they make it a bigger challenge for those that are grassroots versus the establishment picks. And we're seeing this with a topic that's really controversial right now and being talked about, which is the fact that the RPOF of Florida does not want all of the governors to get up there and debate. They want to nitpick who they want to get up there and debate. And it's things like that that's eroding trust in the election process. The people want to hear from all of the candidates, not just their two chosen ones or the ones that they think we should hear from.
But it's having the opposite effect, like with Matt DeWelder. I mean, you don't know where the polling is, but it seems like on every site they have to shut down his site or his supporters because they're going on the sites for Wilton Simpson, and they can't control it. We've got to stop this. So what they're doing aren't they making it worse?
yeah, I think it's called the Streisand effect. Barbara Streisand, she was like, I don't want people to know my address because this one person put it out, and then everyone was like, wait, your address is out there? And so they're saying, well, we don't want anyone else to debate. And they're like, wait, there's other people running for governor? So yeah, and then the other people are like, yeah, it's us. And they're like, oh, so these people are wanting to come to the debate and you're not letting them? And there's five Republican candidates who are really in the top. There's a top five, and Bobby Williams, James Fishback, Paul Renner, and Jay Collins, and then Byron Donalds. So those are the top guys, and I think they should just let them all debate. Those are the obvious top five. That's what I've heard from everybody. So.
Well, what struck me is as he came in and he sat down and talked with us, I mean, it's like talking to somebody that you've known. I mean, the guy that was unpretentious, he was not arrogant, just really had a good disposition about him. Talked about his Christian background, just the kind of guy that you would want to lead. I am so tired of arrogant people.
Amen to that.
Arrogance is just over the top for many politicians, and it was refreshing, was it not, to talk to someone who didn't exude that.
Yeah.
Very refreshing, and I think you're seeing across the state of Florida, and including in Brevard County, how people have caught on. They've caught on to that attitude of kind of looking down on the people, and you have a group of people that are in this network that just think they're better than everybody else in their community, and they just don't understand the struggles. And the one thing that stood out to me there was an air problem, that we had, and it was warmer than it should have been, but everybody stayed around because it was that important to not only the community, but he didn't seem bothered about it. He says, I go to things like this all the time. I will go anywhere to meet the people where they're at. And I think people are starting to realize that they don't want the same old in the state of Florida, because what has happened throughout the years is they're seeing devastation in their own backyard, whether it's overdevelopment, whether it's flooding impacting their families and having to relocate or not being able to afford it. the sewage issues. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And I think people are ready for change.
Well, we were up there, and the question was asked as to whether they wanted to hear the band and then wait for Bobby after the local candidates had a chance to talk. And they said, "No, Bobby, Bobby." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let's go to Bobby." But it was really refreshing to have him come by, and hopefully he'll be the next governor of Florida.